The eerie legacy of the Whaley House continued to grow as the family was struck with tragic deaths, as well as paranormal and spiritual encounters that many still discover today. Welcome to my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. The property was infamous amongst the community as the site where horse thief Yankee Jim Robinson was publicly executed. Thomas Whaley was nevertheless unfazed by the location's grim history and continued to build his dream home. It wasn't long after the Whaley family moved into the home that sadness and despair were thrust upon them when their young son Thomas, who was only 18 months old, died of scarlet fever inside the house. Baby Thomas, who'd been the first in the family to pass away, had always stayed close by, as reported by many who have visited the home. They could hear tiny footsteps, the sounds of him crying, even giggling when no one was in sight. On May 6, 1856, Thomas Whaley began construction on his new home and proclaimed, "My new house, when completed, will be the handsomest, most comfortable and convenient place in town or within 150 miles of here." The two-story Greek Revival house was designed by Thomas Whaley and made from bricks created in Whaley's very own brickyard on Conn Street. From 1869 through 1871, the Whaley House became the gathering place for the entire San Diego community. Besides being the Whaley family home, it was also San Diego's first commercial theater, the county courthouse, and a general store. The legendary Whaley House is widely regarded as one of the most iconic landmarks in San Diego. From its rich Greek Revival architecture style and authentic decor to its mysterious past and unrivaled haunted pedigree, it's no wonder this home attracts visitors from all over the world. San Diego County government had been renting a portion of Whaley House for its offices and records. Whaley offered several times to sell the house to the county, but the offer was ignored. New towners demanded that the county offices and records be moved to New Town. Despite threats of armed resistance from the old towners, the records were moved on March 31, 1871, effectively shifting the focus of the city to New Town. In 1871, an angry mob held a Whaley at gunpoint on the 9th step of the stairs, while public records were removed. Thomas Whaley was out of town at the time. A chill in the air is reported there. The ghost of Thomas Whaley has been seen on the second-floor landing dressed in a black coat and wide-brimmed hat. Although the Whaley House was a communal treasure, it served primarily as the residential home for Thomas Whaley and his family. Unfortunately, tragedy continued to strike the Whaley family while they lived in the home, leading to an increase in reported paranormal activity. In fact, the Whaley family told the San Diego Union shortly after moving in that they heard heavy footsteps in the house, which they believed to be the ghost of James "Yankee Jim" Robinson, who had earlier been hanged on the property for stealing a boat. Another tragic event, the violent suicide of Violet, one of the Whaley daughters, moved Thomas to build a new home in downtown San Diego and relocate his family. In 1890, Thomas Whaley passed away in their new home on State Street, never to return to the original Whaley estate. Abandoned for close to 20 years, the Whaley House was neglected and in poor condition until Francis Whaley, their eldest son, decided to go back in 1909. In the music room, turn-of-the-century songs, laughter are heard and the smell of cigar and the smell of perfume, which quickly disappear. A lamp in the music room has a couple of crystals that hang off the lamp. These have been seen moving, while the others are motionless. Electric lights in the house go on and off by themselves. Inspections find nothing to explain this. The ground floor windows have been sealed to keep them from opening by themselves, setting off the alarm. After moving in, Francis set about restoring the property and entertaining tourists by playing his guitar and telling stories about the house's background. In the years that followed, most members of the Whaley family returned to live and eventually die in their original family home, including Francis, who passed away 1 year after his mother Anna, in 1913. There is a little girl ghost that we believe is the granddaughter of Anna Whaley. She died in the dining room after accidentally ingesting some poison. When the Whaleys lived in the house, the kitchen was actually outside just off the dining room. Thomas Whaley, JRB, died at the age of 17 months in his upstairs bedroom. Cries of a baby have been reported coming from this room. The ghost of a small dog has been seen coming and going from this room. The dog has also been seen out in the yard. At night, a figure has been seen peering out of the upstairs windows when everyone has gone home for the day. Things that have been reported upstairs are curtains in many rooms moving by themselves when the windows are closed. Beds and pillows have shown the impressions of someone having laid there, even though visitors cannot gain access to the rooms. A rocking chair has been seen rocking on its own. The Whaley House is said to be the most haunted house in California. The U.S. Department of Commerce has listed the Whaley House as an authentic haunted house. The Whaley House is located in the historic Old Town area of San Diego. Built on the site of public gallows and the scene of several deaths, the Whaley House is home to several ghosts. So what are your thoughts about the Whaley House and all the tragedy that has happened here through the many years? Please feel free to comment your thoughts below. I would like to thank you for joining me here today on my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. Please like and subscribe to my content. Many blessings to the rest of your day.